Hey, what's up you guys? It's your boy Drew here back again with another video for all you soccer fans out there. And in this video, we're going to talk about the Gold Cup. It's going to come this summer. The group stages are announced and some new different rules have also been adjusted and announced. And we're going to talk about all that in this video, so make sure you guys stick around. But of course, as always, if you guys love soccer and you want to see it get the respect and growth it deserves in this country, then hit the subscribe button down below and be part of the change. And be part of the road to 1K. Help your boy Drew out. Alright, I'm really excited for this video. I'm excited for the Gold Cup in general. I know the Gold Cup gets some hate because it's maybe not the most competitive tournament out of all tournaments in the FIFA-verse. But I think it gets a lot of slack for no reason. I mean, I know a lot of teams are watered down, but I still think it's a very competitive tournament. And especially, it's good to have like that rivalry always spark again with Mexico or with Canada now this year. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the U.S. to hopefully repeat as defending champions. So we don't want to get that trophy taken away from the boys in the U.S., right? So I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are excited as well. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the group stages, obviously. I'm going to give you guys my predictions as to who I think is going to go through, who I think is going to disappoint, yada, yada, yada. And also I'm going to talk about, real quick first, all the new changes and rules coming to the Gold Cup this year. So in an attempt to align CONCACAF with the rest of the FIFA-verse in terms of tournament structure, like Copa America and the Euros, CONCACAF Chief of Football Manuel Zuberia, sorry if I said that wrong, recently came up with some new rule changes for the Gold Cup this year. The first one being eliminating the 6-player roster change rule, which being after the group stages, national teams were able to switch out at least 6 players in the roster for other players, bring them in, switch them out, whatever the reason, yada, yada, yada. And that was it. But now that rule is going to be eliminated. So after the group stages, the roster that we picked for the Gold Cup is the set roster. We can't change it after the group stages, which I kind of like that rule in the beginning because I thought it was cool if maybe you had a player who was injured or maybe you had a player who just wasn't cutting it in the team, like they weren't fit enough or they just weren't mixing well with the rest of the team, then they could just easily replace them with another player who's in good form. But it's going to be sad to see that rule go away. The next rule being that now in all the knockout stages, we're going to go back to doing extra time. So now, in previous Gold Cups, we just, for knockout stages, besides the final, obviously, if it ended in a draw, we just go straight to penalty kicks. Now we're going to do extra time, then penalty kicks, which I get it. They're trying to align themselves with the rest of the FIFA-verse in terms of tournament structure, yada, yada. I get it, okay? Cool. Sounds cool. But I kind of like the just going to penalty kicks, saving the players' stamina, saving the players' energy for the next round if they're going to go through. So now they're going to be winding themselves down to another half hour of play and then to penalty kick. So it's just going to be more exhaustion, but I know that's how other tournaments are, so really can't argue with that. So for the next rule, it's just basically nothing really crazy. It's just like there's a new handball regulation going on for FIFA right now. So they're just going to follow that new protocol that's going to be set soon. So that's pretty much it. That handball rule definitely needs to be relooked at, definitely needs to be revamped and just laid out with more details instead of just if it touches your hand here, whatever. It's very controversial, but FIFA's working on it, and whatever rules they come up with, Gold Cups are going to follow those rules, the current rules. Alright, I covered all the rules. I just want to talk about the group stages now. I hope you guys are ready. Let's talk about the groups. Let's talk about your boy Drew's predictions. And if I'm wrong, who cares? I know. Okay, let's get to it. Group A, we got Mexico, Canada, Martinique, and Cuba. Now for this group, I think clearly the clear 2 winners and the ones who are going to go through, obviously Mexico and Canada. Obviously, I think Mexico is going to top the group with Canada second, and then probably Cuba and Martinique at the bottom, unfortunately. Now for Group B, we got Costa Rica, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Bermuda. Bermuda making their debut in this Gold Cup for the first time ever. So congrats to you Bermudians, Bermuda people. And also congrats to all those soccer fans over there, because it's going to be great to see you guys rep your country in the Gold Cup. Now for this, unfortunately, I don't think Bermuda will get out of this group. But I think Costa Rica is going to top the group. And I think maybe this is a tough call for second place. I think maybe Nicaragua might just edge out Haiti and Bermuda and be the next team to advance with Costa Rica. Now for Group C, we got Honduras, Jamaica, El Salvador, and Curacao. This one also a very tough group to call because of Honduras, Jamaica, and El Salvador all kind of being on similar levels with each other. I think they're just all kind of on par with each other in terms of like skill level and all that. But your boy Drew thinks that it's going to be Honduras and El Salvador going through, with Jamaica and Curacao missing out on the next round. Now, let's talk about the best group here. Well, not the best. Okay, I'm being biased, obviously. But my favorite group, obviously, we got the Group D. We got the U.S., Panama, Trinidad and Tobago, and Guyana. Guyana also making their debut in this tournament. Congrats to them and those soccer fans over there as well. Now, this is going to be a very enticing group, very rival as a group. Panama's a big rival for the U.S. in terms of, World Cup qualification and all that nonsense. And also, so is Trinidad and Tobago, because they just knocked us out of the World Cup not too long ago, literally last year. And we're all kind of still salty about it. I mean, we know it's not their fault. We don't blame, I don't blame Trinidad and Tobago, because we should have beaten them anyway. We should have really had our head in the game. But I already talked about that in my USA loss reaction in my channel, which you guys should probably check out. But actually don't. I was kind of cringy back then. But I think obviously, hopefully, the USA can top this group. And I think Panama is going to come second, runners up to the US, with Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana missing out on the next round. But it's going to be really, really great to see the US go up against Trinidad and Tobago in another competitive matchup to just probably let off some steam, which, like I said, don't blame Trinidad and Tobago. It's not their fault. They were on their A game and we were fucking trash that night, so whatever. But I'm really excited for this group. I'm really excited the whole group stage in general. All these groups look great. All these groups are going to have some great games. Mexico, Canada is going to be a great game to watch. USA and Trinidad and Tobago, USA, Panama is going to be great games to watch as well. Haiti, Nicaragua, and just anything from Group C, just because it's going to be like Group C is a total wild card in terms of who is going to go through. So it's going to be I think Group C is the group of death? No, it's Group D because we're in it. Oh man, I was talking a lot. But now guess what? It's your turn to talk down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your predictions down below in the comment section. Let me know who do you think is going to be our toughest opponent in Group D for the US. And do you guys think it's going to be any upsets in any of these groups? Because, CONCACAF is very underrated. The CONCACAF teams, I think, are very, very underrated, and they deserve more respect because they're not all just watered down. I'm pretty sure some of them are very, very good, and we've seen that. We've seen a lot of upsets in CONCACAF, which goes to show that CONCACAF is unpredictable at times. So, and I like that because I like that competitiveness that we have in CONCACAF. So I'm excited for this Gold Cup. I hope you guys are excited. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, thank you so much for kicking it with your boy Drew, and I'll see you next time.